Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, hey, grab that coffee. I got a seltzer, watermelon flavored. It's my favorite. Definitely a snick snack. Just get out the chocolate covered coffee beans because you're going to need it, especially after I get done telling you this. So, there's this woman, Carol Baker. There's going to be a link in the description box below. I suggest you watch this video and read the article in its entirety. I'm only going to give you a taste of it though, okay? My husband just watched it and he said, it's one of those where your jaw just drops to the floor. Make sure your floors are clean because you don't want your jaw to drop onto a dirty floor. But anyway, she made she made alarming remarks back on May 9th in 2016. Now, this was just brought to my attention. I didn't even know this woman existed, all right? She made these remarks to a panel, during a panel of people, during a discussion, okay? She said, I have a solution. All right. Every study published in the last 5 years. Now, remember, this was made in 2016. So the last 5 years. Okay, so since 2011, 2010, 2011, around that time. Okay. When you look at refusers, I'm not talking about hesitants or hesitators, shall I say. Most of them, we can talk them into it. But refusers? Well, and when I say this next part, you're going to go, shut the front door, you lint licker. No, I will not shut the front door. Maybe the side garage door, but not the front door. We'll just have to get rid of all the whites in the United States, because guess who wants all of this? The immigrants. Excuse you? You want to get... I'm going to leave you with that. All right? So you click on that link. You do what you want to do. Do more research. I always advise everyone to do their own research. I do as much of it as I possibly can, but I want you to do your own research, okay? Take that article, watch that video, okay? And then get back to me, all right? But, you know, just, all right? Because, you know, it's I cannot put it into words, my thoughts right now on that. Maybe you can, but I can't. Okay? If this is someone's solution, you know, come on, man. You have a messed up way of finding solutions, okay? All right. So, on to this. This was sent to me by a community member, just like that article and video was, okay? And this is about Canada. And it says, Maggie Victoria explains clearly what Trudeau is doing, how and why. Please read. All right. So this is a Canada emergency and sovereign debt. Borrow as much money as possible from world banks and give it to foreign aid. Make sure next to nothing is being put back into Canadian infrastructure. Raise taxes, carbon tax, to shut down small businesses and discourage growth. Shut down industries. General Motors, Boeing, pipelines, 70% of oil and gas sectors sell oil lower than production's cost, so no profits are made as some examples. This will allow government to spend more money by supporting good people out of work and stop money going back into the system. Flood migrants into Canada who refuse to work, have multiple wives and over a dozen kids, all on welfare as a sole purpose to drain the economy, 100% coverage. This housing bubble is about to crash. Yes, I know it is. They plan to bail out banks when it soon crashes. With industries shutting down, migrants flooding the country, and Canada borrowing billions to only give away and bailouts just around the corner, Canada is landing right into the hands of the world banks for sovereign debt, and their puppet is Justin Trudeau. This means there is more going out than coming in, and that makes the dollar drop. Soon, we will not be able to make the interest payments, and world banks will collect the land, the people, and its infrastructure through sovereign debt with the use of UN troops legally. This is how they legally plan to collect Canada. This is the real reason for Soros and the uprising of migrants for the sole use of collapsing the economy in multiple countries, and for the world banks to collect for the New World Order agenda legally. Justin Trudeau is shutting down the Canadian economy for world banks to take over with debt collection. You care for Canada? Then make sure, so everyone knows this, knowledge is the first step in stopping this. Share with every Canadian. And this was sent with an email. I have attached a meme I saw in a group I'm in about Canada and what they think is going on up there. Someone did some homework before putting this together, because someone commented how true this information is. Oh boy. All right, I will attach this meme, but it's very small writing. So what I'll suggest you do is stop the video so you can try and read it. Here you go. Okay, I know how much you guys love the PDFs that we were giving out. Okay, here's another PDF. It's the Native American Healing Herb PDF. It's 454 pages. So if you are interested, please email me and I will respond by sending you the PDF. Okay, so, oh, wow. So here is something that was sent to me, okay, and a community member, she wrote this, and I told her it's beautifully written. She said she called her ramblings, and I said, okay. I said, but I like the way you've written it. So, I just wanted to, I asked her for permission to read it to you, and she said, yes, please. So she said, we are nothing but livestock. I know a lot of people will have a hard time with that, but we need to face it. Can we do anything about it? I don't know. We are groomed and intensely trained, even depending on where you are in the world. The elites are the farmers. They treat us like any other livestock. Actually, picture what a farmer does to its animals. We breed depending on them. We feed them medicines, antibiotics. If they are too sick, they cull them. If they have an overabundance, they sell them or take them off to the slaughterhouse. Overabundance can be deadly if one gets sick and passes it on. We eat them, but we might be eating our own kind too. Ooh, and that that reminds me of the video that I did yesterday about what the Swedes are doing in Switzerland with that plant-based burger that's going to taste like human flesh, and gross. So keep in mind, we are the livestock too. We have our governments, but they are not totally in control, but they are over the livestock. The UN is just a meeting of the governments, and they just ramble on. We have the Bilderberg meetings, but they are not totally in control either, but they are over the governments. We don't see who is over the Bilderberg. Most think they are, but we have no clue who is over them. This is not to say we aren't free-range livestock. We do have that to an extent. But even livestock will fight over things to show dominance. We do that too. Protests, riots, etc. We fight their wars. It has nothing to do with the people. I will say again, we fight their wars. It has nothing to do with freedom. That's a hard pill to swallow when we are nothing but taught about being patriotic towards our country of origin. You are livestock, like horses and more. I don't mean this to hurt your feelings, hon. No, not at all. She said all things are controlled, politics, religions, even to what you were and eat. Yes, food is changing, but if you look at fruit and vegetables from 100 years ago to now, it's quite different looking. Oh yeah, it definitely is. Same with meat. Dinosaur chicken boobs, as one said. Don't go on and on about eating bugs. Oh no, I know, it's gross. We have been doing that forever. You just don't realize it. One example, look up the FDA requirements of how many bug parts are allowed in a can of food. Oh gosh, seriously. That's not including how many cultures eat bugs, worms, flat out. Yes, I know. You may eat a cow, but somewhere like India, they are sacred. Have a Jewish or Muslim eat pork. Oh no, I know they're completely kosher. No, yeah, they don't at all. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. It's all in what you are accustomed to or what you are told to do. It's called being groomed and enforcing it. Yeah, I have quite a few family members that are actually Jewish, so yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I do. And people like to believe their religions, but they don't speak hardly any of the truth. Oh, and they all try and tell us how to act, but really no truth to our origins. Things you need to look at is why there are different races, why there are different builds, different hair colors, straight or curly, short and tall, eyes with color and shape, recessive genes, dominant, face shapes, finger and toe shapes, lengths. You really want to think that all these came from two people. Oh no, no. My son, actually, he looks exactly like my mother's father, my grandfather. The only difference is my grandfather had black hair and brown eyes, and Andrew has red hair and brown eyes. You know what I mean? So yeah, no. But yeah, Andrew looks exactly like my mother's father. Yeah, it's strange. If you look at our genetics, we share DNA with animals and reptiles and even plants, and let that really sink in. Really, I would have never thought that. Huh? That's interesting. Then they want us to see evolution like the Neanderthals, etc. And if that is true, what made us change? What changed our DNA? Environment? Really now? Do you really want to think that African American people were just out in the sun too long? Laugh out loud. No, that's not. No. Oh my goodness gracious, no. We were actually taught that one time. Really? Oh my, no. That's terrible for anyone to teach that anyone that's why their skin color is dark like that. My goodness. I've met some of the most beautiful African American people. I mean, one of my very best friends is black. Yeah, Sheena, she's gorgeous. She said, what technology changed our DNA? We were dumb and had no realization of anything of that. Marketing comes into key also. When I was in college, a professor told me that they just don't sell something as a whole. They break it up into parts. Example would be like starting a VHS player. Yeah, right, okay. They will sell a player and make money, and then sell something that plays and records and makes money. And then let's switch now to DVDs. Well, right, DVDs and then Blu-rays, and then what's next, what's next, what's next, right, I get it, right. And she said, and everyone has VHS players, so now make VHS/DVD player to get everyone to switch over and make more money. And then sell the DVD player and make more money. Now DVD player/recorder and make more money. And let's just add on something like a DVR and have the cable companies that sell that service and more money, and you have to pay every single month. Oh, and cable. Now let's split up a channel on premium and regular, AMC, AMC Plus, Discovery, Discovery Plus. Pay your cable bill, but add on so you get things quicker and people pay for it. I think you get the idea. Money, money, money. Exactly. It's crazy. Yeah, I do get it. And let's do another. She said pink is for girls and blue is for boys. But why? Long ago, color didn't matter. Yeah, exactly. And then also, if you remember going to baby showers, for example, and you didn't know what the sex of the baby was, right? Because you didn't want to find out. So what did everybody buy you? Either yellow or green and stuff like that. All neutral colors, right? And yeah. So yeah, I remember that. And she said, you have your first child and it's a girl and you buy all pink, but the second child is a boy. And now instead of reusing the old clothes that are still good, but you don't want people to think they are a girl with wearing pink, they have to be a boy, so you buy all blue clothes, right? Ever watch The Devil Wears Prada? No, I never saw that movie, actually. Yeah, I never watched it. Same principle. Dresses are the same. Men wore dresses or robes all the time, right? I know. And I don't think you would make fun of Jesus because he isn't wearing pants. Well, no, who would? Who would make fun of him? No. Purple is for royals. Is that? I didn't know that. Okay. All of us wanted to be king or queen, prince or princess at one time or another. Well, sure, when we were kids, you know. Yeah. Boy toddlers wore dresses until they were potty trained. Seriously? I didn't know that. Convenience. Why are men's clothing more sturdy than women's? Women buy more. Make them less sturdy and you will buy even more. Have to keep everyone employed. So many examples I can give, but now we need to look into today's societies. Why the sudden change? It's all about money. And we are livestock. We are moving past fossil fuels. Don't care what one thinks about it. That is what we're doing. So now you are being groomed and trained to get to that kind of society. It will all take steps, and yes, there will be culling. There always is. That never ever stops. Everyone going on and on about the arm candy. Read the side effects of any meds. Pretty much the same thing. Not all will be affected. Do they experiment on us? Of course they do. Maybe changing our genetics again, darn it, is a good possibility. And maybe that is the way it's supposed to be. Who knows? Yeah, seriously. Who knows? All right, guys, that's all for this video. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Ciao.